Kia ora whānau. Thank you so much for joining us today. I am here at the
Whanganui Sustainable Trust.
with Anne, the lovely Anne. So what we're doing is going to be showing you what is actually available in your backyard. So if you live here in Whanganui, then that's Kei Te Pai. This is what we're going to be checking out today. But you can also check out your own regions and check out what recyclable centres that you guys have, because there are so many all over the country, and I think a lot of people aren't aware of what's actually available to you in terms of recycling materials. This place is absolutely amazing. There's so much that you can reuse and recycle in your own home for cheap as chips. So Anne is here and she's going to show us what we can do instead of purchasing things in plastic and what's available here.
You need to come here, especially if you've got children.
Yeah.
Really do.
Okay, thank you, Anne.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for being here and doing this with us.
Oh, we enjoy it.
Is there anything that you want to share just briefly before we go and check out the...
I just want to make you aware that you can save so much money by coming here and learning other ways of doing things. And let's face it, we all want to save money, and at the same time we're also helping to save the planet, and that is probably the most important thing.
Yeah.
Especially for our children, our mokopuna, we really do need to be getting on board with all this.
Yeah, and it's not about perfectionism. It's not about doing things at a hard and fast pace. It's about gradually making the changes and knowing what's available in your backyard. So let's go, Anne. Do you
just remember the longest journey starts with one step, and you can look on this maybe as your long journey and just do one thing and then gradually build it up, and all of a sudden you find this isn't hard. This is fun.
Yeah, right? Absolutely.
It is fun.
Thank you.
Okay.
One small step at a time.
That's it.
Cool. So, shall we have a look at the jars?
Let's go.
Awesome. So, I've just actually got about 10 of the old peanut butter jars, which... someone has fortunately donated. These are just amazing, aren't they?
They are. You've taken most of them. Where are they?
They're over there. I've taken about 10 of them, and they're cheap as chips, but they are the best jars.
Look at them. They're beautiful. They look so nice on your shelves, especially if you've got open shelves to put your rice in or anything. Sultanas, anything. If you have ant problems, you won't have ant problems after you get everything in here, because nothing can get in there.
There you go.
And they look cool.
They do. They're on trend.
Very much so.
And the thing about going plastic free is that the plastic actually leaches into the kai, into the food that we eat, so it's better to go plastic free.
And you can get these bags or bags made by them, or if you've got material at home, it's not hard to sew up a square and put a couple of straps on it. You feel good and you take it shopping with you. And You're saving a plastic bag, because often when you go to some of the big supermarkets, they're charging you 10 cents a bag. Yes. I'd rather have the 10 cents in my pocket.
Absolutely. And do you want to just tell us, can you tell us a little bit about these particular reusable bags, Anne?
These are made out at the prison.
Yep.
And they're supervised by some of the people who work here. We get a lot of the material donated to us from different curtain shops, material shops, or just people who are sewing things. Old sheets, pillowcases make good bags, because you can just chop off the top and make the top into straps and sew around.
Pretty stylish. I mean, look at that.
You can use old t-shirts.
Check it out. What does it say? One of a kind
bag. Inside out bag. It assists in rehabilitating male prisoners. It replaces 1,000 plastic bags and reduces the environmental damage of plastic bags. Saves fabric off cuts from landfill and helps to change their habit of accepting plastic bags.
Beautiful.
And it is so easy to take plastic bags, I know, filled with stuff and think, oh, well, it's only one. But Look
Thank
what's
you.
happening to our environment and our fish and our sea, our moana. It's so important to think fabric instead of plastic.
Absolutely. Thank you so much. This is great. So if anyone wants any of these bags, just go to plasticbagfreewanganui@gmail.com. Check that out. It's for a very good kaupapa, very good cause. What else have we got, Anne?
We have got a permaculture and library. It costs $5 a year to belong, and you can take out up to 4 books at a time. We have some books that are suitable for children, like 50 nature projects for kids. That's not junk.
No.
Munkalava and the Bod, which is all about recycling, and it's fun. But
Yeah.
for parents, it's just so many things in here.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like it's hard work because you may be changing your lifestyle, but all of a sudden you'll find if you can do it for 90 days,
100 days.
100 days, she's doing it for, and you do change. You do start to look at things in a different way, and instead of going, say, I just keep thinking of the supermarket and taking bags, all of a sudden you say, no, I don't need that. And it does make a big difference. It makes you feel good inside because you know that you are not supporting the big boys with all their oil refineries and that, because that's what the plastic bags are coming from.
Yeah.
You're keeping, if we get to the basics, you're keeping money in your pocket, but you're not polluting the atmosphere and our planet. We've only got one planet. There's no other place to go to.
And this is why we're talking to Anne today. Whānau?
We will take empty cartridges out of printers if you do happen to have them, and they go back to a firm who fills them up, and they send them to schools for nothing.
What is this? Green bikes. Tell us about this.
We have a couple of people down here, and they will take anybody's bikes that they're not using, and you might think it's an old rusty wreck. You take it to them and they will make it look pretty good, and they will sell it on to people who haven't got that much money, so everybody can get onto a bike.
Wow.
So that's a fun thing to do.
That's wonderful. There is so many, I know, so many cool things in here. So just please bear with us. There's so much to look at.
This is our knick-knack nook. Now, we don't like to take too much plastic because that's against our principles, but you remember the Tongariro water bottles, and you see a lot of people have them, and people bring them in here, and they're used in gardens. Take the bottom off them and put them in a garden, make them into a miniature hothouse. Kids will use them for crafts. I'm not sure what they use them for, but kids love them.
Right.
And
because this is not going anywhere, is it? It doesn't disintegrate.
no,
It's
it doesn't.
just going to be plastic for
Well,
the
they're
rest of our lives.
saying the way things are going now, that most of the fish we eat, the mussels, etc., they are all going to have these tiny granules of plastic in them.
Yeah.
That it's not going anywhere, it's going into our bodies. So if we honour ourselves and our bodies, we have to make sure we're stopping the chain of plastic.
Absolutely.
And there's other ways of using things. We never used to have plastic. I remember, I know I'm an old lady, but I grew up in a world that had no plastic, and we managed quite well. So we have people bring in things that they're not using anymore, like biscuit tins. Does anybody out there still make biscuits? I do.
Yes, we do, because we don't use plastic. So.
There you go. So there's
Plenty
all
of
sorts of,
tins.
and even bringing, somebody's bought in a cat meat container. It's a good plastic, not a good plastic, but it is a firm plastic, so instead of it going into recycling, somebody will use it to put something in their fridge, or put beads in their craft shop or something.
Great.
So there are ways of using it.
Whoops a days. I just dropped you guys. Sorry, Anne.
She's getting so excited, you see, about what we've got in here.
She's feeling the vibes.
So we have lots of plastic in here, unfortunately.
Lots of pots.
Lots of pots. But if these people grew their own seeds, I look at all these pots and I think $3 a pot probably when they're bought full of plants.
The seedlings, you mean?
The seedlings.
Yeah.
And if you grow your own seeds, it only costs the price of a packet.
Yeah.
Or you can get seeds from other people. Lots of people have their own seeds. And most gardeners love sharing seeds.
Yes.
So we have composting worm farms. So it looks pretty gross, doesn't it? But it shows you these are the mineral outer toilet rolls, and the worms will chomp through there.
They'll love that.
They will love that. Every garden needs a worm farm.
What's this room?
This is our material room. Textile treasures.
Wow.
So people bring us in all sorts of things. They'll bring in big pieces, they'll bring in little pieces.
Just material.
Lots of patterns over in the corner, and when you think most patterns you buy about $10 each, and you can get those for koha.
Patterns. Cool.
There's bits of lace, there's threads, there's needles, everything. It's just a great place to come in and see. I'm looking at this. I hadn't seen this morning, and I thought, oh, that would make a nice bag. Can you imagine taking that shopping, making that into a square?
Oh, that feels nice too.
It's actually jersey, so it would make a very nice top. There's enough material there for a top if anybody out there is a sewer. But you have to come in here all the time and look, because there's always different things coming in and going out.
Yeah.
We also have people bringing in curtains.
Yeah.
So it's a good place if your house is a bit cold for the winter. Come in and check us out, and you might be able to find enough curtains to help keep your house warm, because we all know if you've got curtains over your windows, it just makes such a difference.
Great.
Nelson Lebo, actually. Do you know Nelson Lebo?
No.
He's a chap who believes in insulation and doing it on the cheap for your houses. And he has a curtain bank every winter. They open up a curtain bank. So take notice of that and remember that. And
Is that local?
That's local.
Okay,
yes.
We'll keep an eye out for that. Nelson's curtain bank.
Nelson Lebo's curtain bank.
So what's this room?
This is our jar room.
Look at all
Isn't
the
it
jars.
wonderful?
All glass jars.
Actually, it's half empty at the moment because people are coming in to get the jars for all their preservings.
And AG jars.
Yes. Yes.
Jars. So you don't need to actually buy any as such. They're here.
Yes, somebody came in this morning and she wanted some jars, something like this, and she went into one of the op shops and they wanted to charge $2. Well, they can come for each one. They can come in here and get, dozen for $1.
Yeah.
But it's cool, it's what you can afford.
Yeah. Beautiful.
So this is all our cardboard. So we have, don't throw away your egg cartons, because we have people, there's not much here at the moment, but usually that's brimming over.
Yeah.
We have folders. So anybody whose kids go to school who wants folders, we've got them here. Koha.
Lots of newspaper.
Lots of newspaper.
Winter's coming, guys.
There you go.
Come and get some newspaper.
Those newspaper is handy under your mattress. If your bedroom's cold, get newspaper and put thick layers underneath your mattress, and that stops the cold coming up from underneath. And I have actually been in a really cold room when we were not at home, we were travelling, and we got newspaper and put between our blankets, and I know it sounds stupid, but it is so warm. It's a great insulation.
Yeah.
So if you haven't got much money, think of newspaper.
What a great tip.
So
thank you.
well, that's through coming up after the war when people didn't have a lot of things, and I remember things like that.
Wow.
And you don't have to go and buy things.
Yeah.
Okay?
Beautiful.
So we also have beautiful cartons. You know, the cartons, if somebody gives you a box of chocolates or something nice in a carton, I think that had, that was a room centre. And you're going to keep it because you think you want to do something with it, and you don't do anything with it. Bring it into us, because somebody else will see it and think, oh, I can make something out of that.
Yes.
Oops. So, yeah, lots of stuff in there. And this is a very popular room. It's broken china to make mosaics.
Okay.
And when we go out, I'll show you some mosaics people have done.
Oh, yes, please.
But there's also other china that people bring in that isn't broken. So if you're running short of china, you know, you're going to have the whānau for the weekend and you haven't got enough cups or plates to come around here and
get some cutlery.
Get some
crockery.
Crockery, there you go. It starts with C.
Yeah.
And here's our craft room. Our craft room's very popular. Somebody came in this morning and they wanted some needles for knitting with.
Great idea for winter coming up and having winter projects.
Yes. So we've got somebody has brought in some. I think this is.
Oh wow.
Hand woven wool. What do you call it? Hand spun wool. Isn't it beautiful?
Wow. Oh my goodness.
Yes. Smell it.
It's actual
wool.
Wow.
Isn't it beautiful?
That is worth a lot of money, that stuff.
It is. And we've got a lot of patterns as well, knitting patterns. We've got lots of patchwork patterns. Anybody into doing things with their hands?
Mm-hmm.
Smocking patterns. Somebody's bought in a whole lot of bits and pieces
of leather.
Leather, yeah.
Oh gosh, that's leather.
It is real leather.
Wow.
They're small bits, but somebody, Deirdre, who you met before,
yes,
she makes brooches out of them. She gets them and she cuts them out into a shape, and then she glues something on it and a pin behind it, and they look cute.
Yeah.
And it's all just making something out of nothing.
Yep.
Somebody's bought in walnut shells. I know that you can use them to dye. Probably, if you've got good fingers, you could make baby cradles out of them. Crush them up to use for collage. Once you start thinking, you've got to use your imagination, not go into the shops and buy a kit all ready to go.
Yeah.
You come in here and you see something and you think, now, I like that, what could I do with it?
Mm-hmm.
And we've all got great imaginations if we let ourselves go. So, yep, that's somebody's bought in a leather seat cover. There's filling in here for bags, Christmas decorations, all sorts of things. It's things people don't want anymore. It's not good enough to go to an op shop, but you think, I don't want to put it in landfill. So bring it into here, and if we can, we'll put it in a room for you and see what you give somebody else some pleasure.
Yeah.
This is my favourite room because I love reading. We don't take books because we haven't got enough room, but we take all sorts of magazines, like garden magazines. I mean, why would you go in and pay, I don't know what they are, $7.50 for a garden magazine when every year it gives you the same information? You can come in here and get half a dozen and pay $1, $2, whatever it's worth. Your home and garden, you get good ideas out of those for your houses, even if you haven't got much money. Yeah. Very good ideas out of them for recycling.
Fantastic.
Yeah, all sorts of things. We have calendars, old calendars.
Oh, great.
Look at that. That's Germany. Isn't that beautiful?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if you want pictures in your house, come in and get a calendar and put your pictures up around your walls.
What I love about using magazines and things is for creating vision boards as well.
Yes,
so
yes.
yeah, that's this would be a great resource for that sort of thing. Maybe in school holiday activities.
We're very popular in school holidays.
Yeah.
But we also get a lot of kindergartens, kaingareos, school groups coming through.
Yeah.
And they love this room because there's so much stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
Kids love these books. Well, so do I, National Geographic. And look, they've got so many amazing pictures. Can you imagine a little boy who's not very keen on school and you bring him in here and you show him this? I just saw something like that. Wouldn't that get a little boy going? It's all about soccer, this article. I saw a soccer ball. Tattoos and
plenty.
It's just getting kids to unleash their imagination and to get excited. You don't know where it's going to. Look at that. If any of you watching out there have got sons and they're into soccer, wouldn't they love this? Couldn't you see them bringing it home and getting bits of paper and stuff, even newspaper, and starting to make a book or something out of it?
Yeah.
It's just, I am passionate about this because I've seen what can happen to kids when they come here and they all of a sudden get excited about what they can do. And it doesn't cost anything. This is the thing.
No, that's right.
This is a calendar full of boys' toys, big boys' toys, Pirelli. I mean, none of us can imagine having a Pirelli vehicle or anything, but with a calendar you can do what your imagination can go all over the world, can't it?
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
There you go. So what else do? We do fruit trees for schools, so those are free. And we take them and help the children plant and look after them for a while until they get to know what to do. With the free bags, we also, I forget to look at that.
It's okay, you don't need to.
We also recycle your small batteries that you can't use anymore. So they go somewhere, I don't know, and they're recycled. We take all your toothbrushes and your toothpaste containers, etc., and they are recycled.
Yep.
And people bring in plants. So you can do. See, somebody has brought in this while I've been talking. Bought some egg containers and left them here. People bring in coffee grounds, which you can use.
Was that aloe vera right there?
That was aloe vera.
Oh, I might have to get that.
Yes.
And the mosaics you were talking about.
Those are the mosaics, yes.
Yeah.
So, you know, a bit of cement and
Okay.
a hammer, a good hammer. That helps. You can do all sorts of pretty things in your garden and make your garden look beautiful.
Yes.
So,
Thank you so much for showing
my
us around
pleasure.
and showing what
pleasure.
we've got available in our very own backyards.
And if you're coming down here to recycle in Mariah Place, well, we're right behind. It used to be the old prison, and now we've recycled it into a much more useful building, I think.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yes, absolutely. It's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Okay, my pleasure.
Isn't she beautiful? Thanks, guys. We'll see you around. Hopefully you come here, check it out. School holidays are coming up. Come and check out